All right, y'all. So what the fuck is up? It's your boy King Remy with another episode. My bad. Let me back up. In today's episode, I'm going to talk about me. Okay, I'm going to tell y'all a little bit about me. Let me cut this fan off for a second. So yeah, today's episode is going to be about me. I'm talking a little bit about me, you know, who I am. And, my name is, we'll just get straight into it. My name is Myriha. You know what I'm saying? I sing better though. You know, I'm just playing. Nah, but my name is Myriha. I was born and raised Louisville, Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? I grew up east. You know, I went to Crosby Eastern High School. My mother went to prison. I moved to Indiana with my grandfather and them and my aunties. So I started going to like River Valley and shit like that. Some of these Indiana schools. I went to Lilly and Emory briefly. I played football in Benford Park. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people. I done been everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody know me. Me and my peoples used to have the video games and the movies and shit back in the day and all that stuff. Like everybody knows me. I know everybody. Like it's, you know, I used to be a barber. I was, you know, cutting hair at one place and then I started cutting hair at another. Like, so I know so many people, you know what I'm saying? Like, music was what I was big into. I've always been the, like an outspoken, you know what I'm saying, or should I say, loquacious, you know what I'm saying, the dude that'll say something that you wouldn't expect me to say, you know what I'm saying, like for a prime example, like people didn't know that I could rap, you know what I'm saying, and I could hear myself, so I knew that I was nice rapping, I just had never really spit for nobody. So when I did start to spit for people and go through my stuff, I really came out of my shell in Eastern High School. We had a PE coach that me and my, shout out to the homie, he died too, rest in peace. My homie, Courtney, AKA High C, him and his brother, Rod a Star, Rod. But Courtney, you know, y'all think that, people think that I'm loud. I say that Courtney is the person, I don't talk about him, but that was my best friend. And dude was the person that made me come out of my shell in life as far as having a voice. I used to be, you know, like soft-spoken and stuff like that and speak like this and soft-spoken. And my mother was dating this guy at the time from California. And, you know, he knew Nate Dogg, the Dog Pound and all them and shit. He was showing me and Courtney pictures and all this of him with Corrupt and all them Daz Dillinger and shit. So I'm like, hey, bro, I can rap. Me and my partner, we rap. So he's like, for real, let me hear that shit. So I spit. He's like, the fuck is that? Swear. He said, the fuck is that? I'm like, shit, that was a rap. That was hard. He was like, what you was saying was something, but my nigga, that ain't rap. He's like, you're just talking. And then Courtney spit. And Courtney was like, and he's like, see, that's rapping. So I'm like, oh, okay. So me and Courtney, I swear to God, we got a Fogger. We stole a Fogger from Spencer's back in the day. And me and Courtney, we had one of those Foggers with the three or four different color lights on it, and they had just started like DVD players and DVD camcorders and shit. So we ended up with a DVD camcorder. I swear to God to you, I can't remember how we did it. I think me and the family might have had it on one of our little capers, and I just ended up getting it, bringing it over for us. But nonetheless, him and Ra used to have a camcorder, a DVD when I was going to Eastern High School. You know what I'm saying? This was like my freshman year, 8th grade to freshman year. We used to sit the DVD camcorder up, put the fogger in the corner of the room, and we'll have the fogger going with the lights going, and me and Courtney would be in that bitch freestyling like we was at a real concert, recording us in the fog, freestyling. And I remember I didn't never really think that I was as nice as Courtney and Ra because I was always amazed by the way that they rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I would see them rap and I'd be in the background. I'm like a fan, you know what I'm saying? Cause they, you know, I live with them. Shout out Miss Jackie. Rest in peace, Miss Jackie, they mama. But Courtney, Ra and Miss Jackie, you know, I lived with them in Kentucky Towers and shit. That's how cool me and Courtney was. Like, that's my dog. And I don't talk about the good side of things so much. I'm always making videos, you know, trying to speak on some shit mentally and how, you know, people fucked up in the world. And I don't want y'all to think that. So I'm giving y'all some good stories and shit, you know, of what we did. So we freestyle all the time on these DVDs and shit. And I never thought that I was good on the mic. I never thought that I was like, I mean, I used to hear myself. So I was like, you know, I'm dope. But when Chuck told me that, he's like, the fuck is that? I'm like, well, shit, I ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? He kind of shitted on me. So one day we was in the white court. My auntie Sheila, she had lived in the white court. So I knew a few people, but we was in the white court. I don't know what we was doing in the white court. I might've been with Damon or somebody, but we was in the white court and we walked down to a park. Some people was spitting some raps of mine. And then some dude wanted to battle. I don't even remember. I swear to you, I don't remember, but me and this dude ended up battling and somebody had talked about a DVD. And some years later, I know some of y'all, if any of y'all ever see this episode and y'all got that video, you know, holler at me, you know, get in the comments, some DM me. We can make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know somebody got it because they used to talk about it. I didn't know nothing about it, but I know somebody recorded a video of me because they had a bigger vision of me too. They had a vision of me making it out with the music and all this shit because they recorded me rapping against this dude down there in the park. And when people started to hear me, when I rapped under the name Absolute, ABSOLUT. I'm gonna put a picture up when I edit the video. I'm gonna put the picture up of the group. I put a picture up of me too in the group, and I rapped with all white guys. Rock and his brother. Shout out Rock. I'm gonna stop for a second on him. Rock Coddington and Mike Coddington was some cool ass dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't see eye to eye towards the end the way of things, you know, cause Rock, you P Diddy'd us on a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Just straight up, big dog. You know what I'm saying? No bad blood. Ain't no bad blood. It's all love. I know the way shit ended was fucked up, but I mean, you earned that, brother. You earned that. You played a whole lot of us. You know what I'm saying? You played a whole lot of us, but you know, we still love you. We still love you. Cause you know what I know now, like, bro, you was light years ahead of shit. Like, when I tell y'all Rock's a white guy, okay? And you know, America always talking this shit about white and black, white and black, white and black. Rock was the first person, fuck white or black or any of that shit. All New York, they got their style and all that. Rock was the first person in life before anybody in New York or anybody on TV I had ever seen that I seen get some all white wheat Timbs airbrushed. It's this, when I tell y'all, motherfuckers can say, people can say, when I tell y'all, people can say whatever they want to say about Rock. But I would tell, bro, he had swag. He had, before the word swag was introduced, Rock stayed fresh to death. And I'm going to tell y'all, I know that they remember. We was rapping at this spot. I ain't going to put y'all out there, but it was on Charlestown Road. I remember y'all name. I remember all y'all, but I ain't going to put y'all out there. We was rapping at their studio, and I did the freestyle competition. I also won the B96 freestyle competition too. You know, it just don't, Louisville's not a place for music. Like, I won the freestyle competition, and they gave me some free studio time to record a song that would be put on the B96. Man, you should have seen the studio they sent us to. Rock was like, bruh, fuck it. All we did this for was the promotion, just to show that our team is strong. You know, we got Legacy that was doing stuff. I'm telling y'all, all them white boys, the Everlast and the Southern South, Bubba Sparks, all that shit that they started. Man, I'm telling y'all, I swear on my soul, if Legacy had said, forget the toxic shit that Lena was taking him through and had chased that music, would none of us have be here. All of us would have been successful because they wanted Legacy bad. They wanted Legacy so bad for his voice. And I'm telling y'all, Legacy was a bad man. Legacy was a bad man. I'm talking about, I watched him cut the lights off in the studio and freestyle a whole song, not fuck up one time, body it. Big white boy, body it. Do you hear me? I'm talking about, I heard some of y'all rappers now, but I'm telling y'all, Legacy was the truth back then. I'm talking about on the spot, freestyle, retarded. And they did the weapons of mass destruction or whatever. and with Haystack and all them and all that shit with the dude Haystack, I reckon y'all to be scared. But Rock was like, man, when we walked through the studio, bro, they already knew who Legacy was. When we walked in the studio, they already knew who Legacy was. I'm telling y'all, I remember all them black dudes pulling up trying to jump at boy, you know what I'm saying, because he was rapping. You know what I'm saying? I did some wild shit, and when we was rapping, I made him do the hook. And, you know, I said, y'all niggas don't want none. You know what I'm saying? And I made Legacy do the hook just because they try to bully him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they was toe up that I was the only black dude rapping with all the white boys. And, you know, they had tried their shit. They was like, man, why you like come over here? But fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? That's my history, my family. You know what I'm saying? My grandmother's white. You know, my grandmother's I got a white grandmother and I got a biracial grandmother. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I mean, she got a indigenous father, but she's got a mixed mother. You know what I'm saying? So her mother's got a white father. So, you know, I got mixed folks all through my family. You know what I'm saying? I don't, that's another episode. But Rock was the swag. Mike was like the dude that introduced me to video games and gaming and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said on that, you know, Rock and Mike. So I got to pause this to see where the fuck I started when I started talking about Rock, because I stopped. Yeah, so back to where we was at. What's up about Rock them? But when I rapped under the name Absolute, and I rapped with a bunch of white boys. You know what I'm saying? We did our thing, and a lot of people didn't know that Myriha was Absolute. When people started to find out that I was Absolute, you know, people's like, damn, bro, I didn't know you was cold like that, bro. I didn't know you was doing that, you know what I'm saying, and all that shit. So, you know, I pursued the music shit. And then I started hustling, and, you know, the unfortunate happened, and I was gone for almost 10 years, you know, and I come back, things change. You know, what we all fell out before that, you know, what caused us to kind of fall out was, you know, just the control that Rock had on shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everything was kept in-house. Like, he would have the masters and all that. And we were shopping a deal, and I don't know what happened. I just know that Legacy didn't want to sign, and when Legacy didn't want to sign, I didn't want to sign, and then it was just like a domino effect, and none of us did. And, you know, I'll say this, like, Rock never thought that I was ready to put out albums and shit, but he never put me in position to try to do nothing. He just always had me like features, even though everybody was craving my shit. You know what I'm saying? They was spitting my raps. I even had a little boy walk up to me one time, warmed my heart so much. Little boy walked up to me and was like, man, you're Absolute. I was like, what? Yes, I am, sir. I really am. Yeah. He was like, can I please get your autograph, bro? I was like, no, you want my autograph? I was so excited. You know what I'm saying? The little boy wanted my autograph and shit. You feel me? So, you know, when people see me today and they think that, hey, you're some arrogant, cocky asshole. You know, I've read probably about 2,000-3,000 books. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've created programs. I've built PCs. I built the theater in the crib. You know, I fixed my own vehicles. You know, shit that I can't do, like welded the muffler. Like, I don't got a welder and shit outside, so I can't weld like mufflers and shit like that. Or if it requires like a heavy part dropped, or the truck needs to be lifted up, or the car needs to be lifted, I'll send it to a shop then. But for the most part, I'm a research it and then do it myself. You know, when I was in college, when it came time to go in front of the class, I always went first. You know what I'm saying? Like, if my instructors, like, you know, came with like some crazy assignments, I would voice my opinion, you know what I'm saying, about it. Like, I've never been the tuck your tail type. You know, my instructor, Miss Billy Monk, one time I tell y'all about Miss Monk in some of the episodes and all the lessons she taught me. When we first met, you know, it was her trying to prove to me like I came off, I guess, the way that I rubbed some other people. And she was, you know, she came to me, was like, you want to learn about your people? And I'm like, fuck you mean? Like, but she blew my mind. And, you know, what she meant when she said to me, do I want to learn about my people, is us black and whites, us indigenous, and us vast majority of different white cultures that was over here rocking with us indigenous, the gypsies, the Norwegianers, the Icelanders, the people, everybody from different continents that were, you know, non-melanated and stuff, you know, that was over here with us doing deals with indigenous people. They was having families and everything. And then these settlers come in and with a whole new agenda. But Nonetheless, that's what she taught me. And I firmly believe that I would never know about Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens, or Ian Curl, or none of these. I wouldn't know about these people if she didn't set me on the path she set me on. If she didn't, like, I wouldn't know that statistically white men are killed more than black guys. I'm not trying to go through all this shit with y'all. I'm just saying I wouldn't know this because the way the media portrays it is that we're killed more than anybody in the world. And it's not the case. It's just that they not telling you about that dude that was like, get the hell off my farm, that they killed out there. You know, the dude that was like, y'all not coming in here on my property. You see that line right there? You bet not cross it. They're not going to tell y'all about killing him. The reason why it's put in the media is because it creates that fear of, it shows a white man shooting a black man in the back or a guy with his hands up, because it creates the fear for when they go to roll out a plan that seems atrocious or something, or seems like, oh my God, they doing that. It seems like it's warranted because of the drama, like sending the military into a city. You know, like, this is what she taught me. She had me down there making packages with the refugees. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm donating clothes to these people. You know, she had me going to different churches, serving foods, listening to stories, and heard the things that people say they came from. She had people come into our classes, giving us speeches, like Dr. Dr. Khan. I don't want to butcher her first name, but Dr. Khan. She was the first female surgeon in Pakistan. And then she was, you know, when she first came to America, she was over her on food stamps. I looked her up and I see that she's on the board and shit at U of L. She's doing good now. She's getting back to wherever she was. But all her credentials that she had prior to coming to America were just stripped away, you know, and that woman had to start all the way over from scratch. So, you know, that's the level of confidence that y'all see. Some people see when they see me and y'all get offended, or y'all feel like, you know, I'm think I'm better than this person, or I think I'm better than that person. I'm not thinking about nobody. All I'm thinking about is my family and me, and how we can make a difference in this world, and how we can be part of the pushback against total control. Like, even though some of y'all might feel how y'all feel about me, my disagreements or my not turning the cheek to a situation is for the future you. Like, you know, the situation with the dude at the guard shack. I understand. I could have let it go, and I could have went on about my day and still be at that place and all that shit and wouldn't have no issues. But it wouldn't stop him from handling people the way that he handled people like that. And you never know. Maybe someday somebody would have came in, punched on him, beat him up, or hit a punch on somebody, or whatever it is. You don't know. But I'm saying this, nonetheless, it wasn't nipped in the bud at all. When I proved that I did nothing wrong, nobody apologized to me and said, hey, Mr. Treat, you know, have a nice day. They made excuses for the way that he was acting. Like, I was like, you don't know what somebody might be going through. And they was like, you don't know what he was going through. But I'm not the one that initiated no type of contact. I didn't initiate nothing. I complied. He's the one that got aggressive. And that's the person that I am. And what a lot of y'all see and y'all feel like I think I'm tough. No, I don't think I'm tough. I know I'm tough. I know I'm tough. I know for a fact, if you come fucking with me, you got your hands full. I feel like I'm a knight of God's because I don't do nothing. I don't have no ill will, no harm. I've recorded anybody that's ever come to my studio. I never charged them a dime. Anybody I ever made beats for, or gave beats to, I never charged them a dime. Anybody I ever shot videos for, photography, anybody I did pictures for, I never charged them a dime for nothing. I put together a party and like 20, 30 people showed up and we agreed to start a record label. I put together the party, but the next couple months start to roll out. Everybody got a different plan of how we should be structuring the company instead of which way we should be going with the company. Everybody should have been focused on the talents and trying to help do their part, but everybody wanted to be the boss. And my thing is this. I was the only one with a studio without a studio equipment. Y'all come to my building wanting to be bosses in my building, in my shit. Like, how do I not get offended? Like, how do we live in a world where I'm supposed to be humbled, like, in those situations, you know? So that's why I say, like, I'm not looking for conflict or whatever people may see when they see me. I just ain't paying you no attention. If you think that I'm paying you attention and that I see you, I don't. When you realize I don't, you might get offended or whatever and think that I'm supposed to care. I don't. I don't wish nobody no harm. I don't wish to see nobody fucked up and nothing bad happen to you. I just ain't thinking about you at all. I'm not wishing don't nothing happen to you because you're not a train of thought of mine. Now, when we have that encounter and you start to get aggressive and do the shit that you do and say the shit that you say to me, that's when you get that side of me. I am, listen to me. I'm very aware of my flaws. And my biggest flaw in the world is not being able to turn the cheek when somebody handles me in a disrespectful manner. I don't get violent. I don't get aggressive. I just respond the same way they do. I give them the same energy. Like the guy flashing his bright lights at me. I jumped out the car. What's up? I didn't jump out the car. Bitch, what you doing? I jumped out the car. What's up? You flashing your lights at me like, what's up? You try to get my attention, you got it. What's up? That's just who I am. I'm not going to just keep riding down the street allowing you to just keep flashing your lights at me like that. I'm not that passive dude. I'm not that dude that you're going to bully and handle like that. You're not going to, you're not supposed to do that. That's against the law to flash your brights at somebody. So to be following me, flashing me, and people, the police, when they pulled up, they put in the report that I was very combative. Who wouldn't be if you got some asshole following you down the street, flashing their bright lights at you, and then you get pulled over for getting out your car, seeing what the fucking problem was with him flashing his lights, and they tell you that, hey, you put a gun on this guy. Nobody found no gun or nothing in the car. I let them search the car. No gun or nothing was found. But they still wrote their report and said that I was very combative and all that. I swear to you, I can read you the report. It don't say nothing about the guy lied and a gun was not found. It said that I was extremely combative upon, encountering me. Who fucking wouldn't be combative in that situation? But I'm always expected, like, this is real shit. As a indigenous man in America, they expect us to not know ourselves. And they always expect us to explain for some shit or to turn the other cheek to somebody trying to oppress you or somebody trying to bully you, push you around. And that's why people don't have no patience. That's why you see the road rage accidents and people going crazy in the workplace and all this stuff. You see this because nobody is being held accountable for what they create. Like, my situation happened as soon as I walked through the door. Say I let that go and turn the other cheek, I would have had to walk all the way to the back and deal with that for the rest of the day. But that's how my day would have started coming to this location. That's not normal. That's not right. I don't care if I'm against the system and I'm a ripple in the sea. Like I told the lady, I promise you though this, he won't never do it to nobody else because I proved that he lied. I don't care the way that them people had to go above and beyond and call the police and they had all them people surrounded. They had all them people surrounding me. These people made me empty my pockets and go in a motherfucking room at a job when I did nothing wrong. I'm saying they told me go through the scanner. I went through the scanner. Didn't beep at all. So, the way that they just do the method and having me empty my pockets, sitting all my shit up there, put me in the room. I'm just going to put you in this room. The door's not locked. No, I'm not sitting in here, bro. I got me fucked up. Take me back to my truck. I'm not no criminal. I'm not in jail. Like, why would I have to accept that? Why would people say that I'm wrong for not accepting that? I'm not being combative. I'm not trying to argue about nothing. I didn't even want to fucking have a conversation with y'all. I didn't call y'all. I don't even know these people. Like some of these people, when I go through this shit with y'all, I don't even be fucking knowing y'all. I don't even be giving a fuck about what it is. It's just that when you feel the whatever you feel, then you think that I'm supposed to be like, okay, hey man, my bad, you good? Like, nah, I don't give a fuck. You be all right. You be all right. But I don't look no deeper into it. It's just some of y'all be so hurt. Some of y'all got so much pride that y'all can't handle everybody. When y'all encounter a motherfucker like me that knows a little bit, you know what I'm saying, and I give y'all the real, y'all get in y'all feelings and shit, you know, and y'all start to act erratic, and I respond the same way. My father tell me all the time, my woman, my mother used to tell me, everybody tell me that it's better ways of handling things, and I've tried that. I've tried litigation. I've tried, you know, conversation. I even went to general manager and everything. America feels like the black man should just shut the fuck up and be happy that he has a job. Like and I'm not that dude. I don't give a fuck about your corporate company or whatever if that's how you view me. If you view me as somebody that's just fucking dispensable and you can easily find somebody to put forth the same effort that I got and do the same shit that I do, well, then go find him. Because I know I'm irreplaceable. I know that I leave voids in places. Like, you know, the situation that I had at one location, the girl told me, she said, bro, I just want to stop you and tell you that working period would not be the same without you. You brought so much life and energy to this place before. Like, she was like, I don't know. And she found me on Indeed. She seen me on Indeed and asked me to come in, and I came in just to have a conversation, see what they was talking about. I wasn't even looking for a job. I was just, she called me, I pulled up, and it was a beautiful thing until, you know, they hired somebody racist, and, you know, it just felt like a black man shouldn't have been the manager. You know what I'm saying? Like, and, you know, he made my job difficult. You know, I looked past, you know, the man telling me the best thing you can do for me is give me some creamer. You know, so that's why I say, I wanted to give y'all this episode about me so that y'all can have a little context of who I am and why I'm so passionate about this shit. You know, like, I created those programs. I worked with kids, you know what I'm saying? I helped Mr. Boyd. I did so much with Mr. Boyd, and, you know, we went all through the West End and stuff. All the people we worked with, you know, he was starting nonprofits. You know, we used to do, I ain't never charged Mr. Boyd for none of the work that we did. Like, we would use the studio to teach coding and musical engineering. Like, we had sessions with kids where they would start with rapping and recording the beat to engineering their own song, mixing and mastering, and we had all of them. Like, we had my cousin brought a bunch of her baby daddy's kids up there and shit one time, you know, because we was just trying to make the event look like something, and they was all rapping the same rap as they big brother Lil Tony. I remember that shit like it was yesterday, because the biggest brother was the Tony. And, you know, he had a little nice little rap. My name is Tony, or something. And then every other kid after that, my name is Tony. I smell like bologna. And like, they was just fucking with Tony and shit. He was like, man, y'all gotta rap y'all own rap. But it was just funny. And it was fun. Like, so that's who I am when some of y'all see me. I can't help it that some of y'all don't like me and feel like I should shut up. Because, like, I know that whole situation yesterday, the vibe that I got from them folks, you know, I had to let them know my woman was white, because I swear to you, it was clear they was racist. You know, they had me surrounded and everything, to where, I swear to God to you, I had to tell them, man, back the fuck up off me, bro. Like, it's 4 or 5 of you dudes and y'all all around me, like, as if y'all gonna try to grab me to restrain me or something. Take me back to the fucking front. Like, I rolled back here with y'all willingly because I thought we was doing like some process about him harassing me, but not for y'all to make me empty my pockets and shit. Like, what the fuck, bro? I went to my car and just went home. I wouldn't have, if it's what I known I was coming to, I wouldn't have been back here. So y'all acting like I'm all worked up, and that's why y'all, bro, y'all not the police. Y'all fucking security guards. Y'all not the police. You better call the motherfucking police. I shouldn't have to get to that, because who the fuck do y'all think y'all are, bro? I'm not the one pushing no weight around like I'm somebody. To the punk motherfucker in the union, fuck you. Yes, I'm putting it out there. Fuck you. I feel the same way you feel towards me. I felt it. And I feel the same way towards your bitch ass. I wish that the world was the way you wanted it, so I can show you that you don't got nothing coming from a man like me. I promise to God, I wish that the world was the way you wanted it, because I promise I would have shown you, I would have been the one that been totally different from any other shit you've ever done to somebody. So I digress on that. I'm just saying, y'all got life fucked up when y'all think that y'all be in these positions. People people all around the world get in all these positions and handle people in so many ways. And they get accustomed to it. They get accustomed to, trying to take your happiness. They see you come in smiling, happy, hey, oh, and they be like, look at this motherfucker. Fuck, he happy for. Hey, man, I need you to come over here. Let me see how, flip your eye here around. Okay. I just ain't the dude that just be like, okay, buddy, all right, yeah, all right, hey, fantastic. Like, no, I'm not. I'm going to match the energy you got. Because I'm saying this, outside this place, I would match the energy you got. What is it for? What is it for? I'm not your child. I don't have to do what you say. I don't have to shut the fuck up. I mean, at the end of the day, won't y'all stop oppressing people? But y'all not. So how the fuck can y'all tell me that I need to shut up or I need to accept something? Like, oh man, here we go, another story. Like, I didn't ask to be back here, brother. Y'all asked me to ride with y'all. And like I had to tell the guy, I haven't asked you for a motherfucking thing, so I don't understand how you so frustrated. I haven't asked you to help do nothing. I haven't asked you nothing. I said, you asked me would I talk to you? I said, yes. I said, but I haven't asked you for nothing. So what the fuck are you frustrated about? I'm frustrated because I don't know what you want to do. I said, I told you what I want to do. I wanted something to go in his jacket or whatever the fuck y'all do, whatever the process. Well, he's not going to be fired. It's not going to be. I'm like, bro, I don't want him fired. I never said that I wanted the man fired. I never said that. I know I'm not going to get him fired. He's a white man in America. Of course, y'all not going to fire him. Y'all not going to hold him accountable either. So I just wanted it notated that, hey, I didn't start it. He said that I beeped. Y'all came up there, made me go back through. I didn't beep. So at the end of the day, it should have been an apology. I should have been on my way, but it wasn't. Y'all took me somewhere trying to pacify me with excuses as to why he was acting the way he was acting and why did I act the way that I acted. I would have never reacted the way I reacted in no situation in life, period, if people don't come fucking with me. And that's what Coley said. Coley came to me straight up. She's like, Myriha, I know you. She's like, this, she said, I read energies. I believe in stuff. And she was like, white girl from Jackson, Mississippi, cool as fuck. But she was like, I know you, bro. She was like, you cool as hell. But she was like, man, when somebody fucks with you, bro, you do not stop. She was like, you do not stop. She was like, when somebody fucks with you, bro, she was like, I ain't gonna lie, you turn into somebody totally different. And I know I turn into the person they don't want to be around. I turn into the person they don't want to be around. I mean, at the end of the day, that's just who I am. That's just who I am. I got family members and friends that, we don't see eye to eye on situations. We didn't have fallouts and we don't speak no more at all. It is what it is. I meant no ill will to nobody when I disagree with whatever the way I disagree with, but I disagree. I disagree with the way that you trying to approach me. I disagree with the way you trying to talk to me. I disagree with you thinking that I'm supposed to accept that and just continue on my way, that I should be happy or thankful or whatever. Like, no, bro, it's just 2025, bro. Like, we have to have some awareness for other people. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel the way that I feel. And I be getting off track on these, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to give y'all who I am, where I come from, why I be on the shit that I be on. I'm not the dude, you know what I'm saying? Like how I met Rock, how I started rapping. I was over a woman's house, Denise, Rock's baby mama. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to bone Denise back then. I was a young nigga chasing an older woman, and that woman probably wasn't never thinking about me, but boy, I was sure trying. Okay, I was going over there smoking and everything. But I knew, like, she was just like, this little boy, like, you know what I'm saying? But she wasn't like, great, let me try. Like, she was older than me. She was just like, but she played some, she's like, I want you to hear my baby daddy, he rap. I was like, your baby daddy rap? And she played their music for me. And I'm like, bro, I'm better than all of them. And I ain't think nothing of it. Man, why she tell her baby daddy? So I ain't thinking nothing of it. I pull up. She called me to come over and smoke one day. I was probably about 14, 15. And I go over to smoke with her. I don't even know what's up with Denise if she's still alive. If Denise, you see this episode, shout you out, man. What's up, boy? Hey, childhood. But it was cool as hell. I love going over and smoking with you. You know what I'm saying? But motherfucking Denise called her baby daddy, so she called me over to come smoke. I come in the crib. He's sitting in there. Rock's sitting in there. He's like, yeah, so you said you better than us. And I'm like, gosh. And plus he was fresh. I'm like, oh, yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. I've been that way since 14, 15. I'm the dude that this is how I knew my name was great get called. My name's Myriha. Like, so she would be like, Jacob, Daniel, Marissa, Sarah. I knew it was me. Cause she just gave me that creepy turn. And she'll be, Myriha. I'll be like, oh, my, bruh, it's the type of shit I got all the time in school, middle school. So, yes, it grew with me because it helped me develop the character to where I started to meet people in life that were positive. Like, some of my instructors and some of the places I've been, even Marty Long, when I was incarcerated and shit. Marty, the gym director, Leo, the other gym director, you know what I'm saying? Chambo, the gym directors. Like, I swear, Joe Clark that I met from Campbellsville, you know what I'm saying? Like, these was employees of the facilities. They never left me locked back there. Like, Joe would clock in and come get me out the pod, and I'll be up there with the police. I would be up there with the police, and I'm in jail. You know what I'm saying? I would be up there with the police. But because they knew I didn't belong in there. They knew that I was only there because I was trying to get money. Like, criminal syndication. You know what I'm saying? That's what we went down for. You know what I'm saying? But they knew that I wasn't like burglarizing, breaking, like a hard criminal doing shit. Like, it was just the government couldn't get the money that we was making. So that's why I ended up in that situation. But they knew that I would never go back. They knew that I was the type of dude that I ended up in the situation because of my cousin. He caught a case somewhere else. I had never been busted doing none of the shit. My cousin got caught up in a situation somewhere else and was trying to get out of that situation by telling on me. And he told on my wife, my ex-wife at the time. He told on my partner, which was his girl, Candace, and she was dead and everything. I swear, it's in black and white. I ain't making it up. It's in black and white. And that's what kind of fueled the you be all right, because when I was incarcerated, the time that I was gone, my daughter got molested. You know what I'm saying? They had affairs with my wife. My cousins turned their back on me. It was a lot of shit that people did. And I'm saying, I ain't never did nothing to nobody. I was the dude that took care of people. If you needed money for Pampers, if you needed this or you needed that. My cousin was homeless when I came home. I got him an apartment right behind me, got him a job with the people that on the property that I was in. We started doing everything together. I was putting money in his pocket and everything. Man, I swear to God to y'all, man, this man go out there. I didn't have my license at the time because, I've been a young dude getting that money, and I didn't never care going about getting no license. I would just buy another car when the police take it. So I had needed to get my license and stuff. So I was waiting out that little process. So I go back and take the test with the trooper. And I bought a car, but I put it in my cousin's name. Man, I shit you not. He went out there and put another car, him and his girl, on my card. They used like $500-$600 to pay for some insurance, and he brought me $250. I'm talking about used $500 off my card without telling me, and brought me $250. So that's why y'all get the short Myriha nowadays. That when y'all be like, hey, I'll be like, oh, hey, what's up? What you want? Like, hey, what's up? What you looking for? Like, I ain't got it. I ain't got it to give. Like, are you saying what's up because you want something? Like, nah, that's why I'm like it, because I done been used so much. Yes, I know my voice gets up there. I'm saying y'all heard me getting up there in these videos when I'm talking. Like, it's just the expression, the passion in my voice, like the communications in me, the speaker, the journalist, like that's just who I am. But mad is not what I am. So when y'all start to I need you to bring it down here. Like, man, fuck out of my face, bro. I'm not getting ready to pacify your soft ass. Like, I ain't being aggressive. You just super soft. Like, at the end of the day, what you want to hug? You want to hug? Like, people so damn soft, dog. You can't say nothing, but you can give me, I'm supposed to turn the cheek to the energy that people dish out. But then when I give you that shit back, it's, oh man, you're angry. You're just, calm down. Like, nah, won't you stop jumping over that motherfucking fence at the zoo fucking with the lions and the tigers. Stop sticking your hand through the cage to, hey, little gorilla, and then he try to snatch your whole arm off. Don't fuck with the silverbacks. I'm saying, you can look at me and tell that I have a zero tolerance. I don't fuck with people. I don't go around messing with nobody. I'm the coolest dude in the world. Brother, I come from a mother that was addicted to drugs and a father that did the best that he could because he didn't really have the knowledge and how to pursue it and how to go. Like we he got a job and retired and all that stuff. But as far as knowing like how to structure shit out as he learned as he got older, got his own shit and now he's in his, doing his thing. He didn't know that back then. So I'm a product of that. I don't wish it no other way. I don't wish that I had a different mother or wish that I had a different father. I love my mother. I love my father. Have we argued and went through a lot of shit? Yeah. But I don't wish for another one. Never, not 1 millisecond of my time on earth. So I just say that to people, like, I just say it, and I'm going to wrap this on up because I see I'm past my time now. So, I ain't doing too much. Yeah, I just wanted to touch base on give y'all some me. I know I did get to the depressing shit that I always be on with my little messages sometimes, but I just want y'all to understand me and where I come from so that y'all can start to have more context. So today's episode was about the start of Rock them and how I met them and a little bit of context about situations and why I respond the way that I respond. And tomorrow's episode, I'll touch base on a different subject, as far as like trying to be, positive, trying to be an inspiration. Also, don't forget to hit the channel, the other channel, the gaming channel. The link's in the description of this channel. When you just read the description of the channel and what this channel is about, the link to the bottom of my gaming channel is in there. I'm trying to get more on that gaming channel. I made a video last night raging because I'm playing the game during the development. I'm early access and they adding stupid stuff in the game. Like they got this mechanic where they freeze you every time you open a box. And then I got Donkey Kong last night in the head and the dude killed me. So I made a video raging. But nonetheless, y'all might find that stuff entertaining, seeing me playing some of those video games and seeing how, I'll be on my little. That's why I got the little logo on her of me like, because, what I'm saying? That's how I be when I be fucking dying. And shout out Richard, bro. Like, if you ever see any of these videos and happen to make it to the end, Richard, bro, I miss y'all like a motherfucker, bro. You know what I'm saying? I really, really, really hate the way that shit ended, bro. And I think that it's going to be impossible for me to work another job because I'll always be comparing people to you and Isaiah. Like, I was really hurt about the shit, the way that it went down. But, bro, I really, really did fuck with y'all, bro. Like real shit, bro. Like, y'all was in my heart, bro. And the way that shit went down and realizing that y'all, didn't give a fuck about me, like it was all fake. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just heartbreaking, bro, because I didn't know. I can't help it that I'm black, big dog, and I don't wish I was white, but I'm saying, big dog, man, me and you was in that truck by ourselves getting it in, baby. You know what I'm saying? What 4 and 5 of them couldn't do, me and you was doing by ourselves, big dog. You remember us checking our Apple Watches and seeing all that motherfucking work we done put in, and we look up, we like, damn, 4 of them can't do that, and it's just me and you. Yeah, bro. Like you, but that's why you was the production manager and I was the general warehouse manager. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was the warehouse manager, you was the production manager, because at the end of the day, bro, we possess that alpha gene. We possess that different gene. I wish that I had the skill set that you had in ordering people around, kind of like, guiding them. And I was just the suggestive leader. Like, hey, maybe you should put on some gloves so you don't cut your hand. Oh, no, I'm straight. And like Richard used to tell me, don't suggest it. Tell him, you the fucking warehouse manager, tell him, hey, I need you to put on some gloves so you don't cut your hands. He said, stop suggesting shit. Because then if they say no, we got a problem because you the manager. And I just, like I told him, I said, bro, I'm just so used to being with them on that side that I just try to keep respect for everybody. And at the end of the day, it backfired. And that's what's so crazy, because I was disrespected. And you know what I'm saying, we went hell high and above water for a lot of people. Like, I swear to you. But I'm done. I love y'all. It's been real. It's your boy King Remy, aka Myriha. I'm out of here.